At first, that thing affected me. I remember in Form 1, it affected me. On Term 1, Term 2, Term 3, I said, what do I want to do with my life? Whoa. I know what I want to do. I want to do music. So anything that aligns with music will get my attention.
Okay. Welcome back to the Playhouse. Yani, I have missed this and I am loving this and I am enjoying this, and this conversation is so rich. Amazing. A big thank you first and foremost to the homie behind the camera, Henry Wamai. Hit him up for all your camera needs. His details are Huko Nzani. He's doing an amazing job. So a big thank you, Wamai, Yani, for just coming through like the flu. God bless you. Yani, Krowbar, a big thank you to Kyoto Place for this amazing venue.
Yes.
Yani, hey,
beautiful. If
you're looking for an Airbnb in the heart of the city, I'm talking about Kileleshwa, Nairobi, look no further. 3 bedroom, 4 beds, spacious. It's just amazing. Decor on point, quiet, nice ambience, nice place, close accessibility to anywhere within the city, man. Like, amazing, amazing. Details for that in the description. We had left this story off at such a motor place. So let's continue from where we had left off. You were talking about back announcing.
Yes.
Back announcing.
Yes.
What is back announcing?
Back announcing is giving the audience context or more information about what you have listened to.
Just give an example.
So an example would be like we're listening to an A-star, so I play one of your songs. So when the song comes to an end, I say, this song is known as They Say from the album The Light by A-star. This particular jam was produced by this guy, gangster looking guy, blackest man in Africa, known as Blackman. All right? This black man lives in California right now doing mind-blowing stuff. I still know why. Because his wife is also a killer singer. Talented musicians. So you see, you've dropped a lot of stuff at once. So someone goes like, A-star, album, song, producer, that guy's wife sings. So you're just placing stuff on the table, and then you see, which of these cards are you going to pick? When you do that, you're sparking interest into someone who's interested. To someone else, they go like, wow, this guy is good with his research. And that is what sets you apart.
And that's what, I said this before, but I'm saying again, what people look for in content.
Yes.
It's the reason people watch Netflix, the reason people watch TV, the reason people are watching this conversation right now. Intra-conversation. It's not an interview. It's for one thing and one thing only, value. Is this of value to me? Now, to break down what value is is entertainment. Value is positive entertainment, let me say that. Value is information. Value is education. Value is inspiration. And value is aspiration. Aspiration is, in your story, you're talking about how you are listening to Timbaland and Magoo, and now you wanted to enter that. Timbaland, not even Magoo. Timbaland and the producers you're listening to, because you wanted to be like that. Guys now watch CTA because Africans now want to be like Africans. You get? So you seated in this seat. There are people who are watching and listening to your life, and they're aspiring to be like Karumba.
Wow. Very humbling. So back announcing is very good, man. Very, very important. It sets up the story, sets up crumbs people can pick from and build a line out of.
So
or even add more value.
Presenters these days sleeping on the job of back announcing?
They don't do enough research. You know, you don't even need to say who the producer is. You can say something else. You can say, let me give you a good story. The year is 2008. We are at a parking lot outside Mamlaka Hill Chapel, here at Nairobi University. Leaning on a car is Giuliani on his phone. He's writing lyrics on his phone. Those lyrics that are written, this is the song that came out of it. Hella, boom. Just a little bit of juice. A little bit of juice. Like that. Because like, You were there when the song was being written. I saw it being written.
So the
So
differentiator.
that element, but you see, that doesn't just happen. That takes effort. That takes research.
Passion.
When I'll talk about TV, I'll tell you what I used to do to make myself stand out when we cross that bridge.
Okay. So
Now
now you're saying back announcing now.
How back
is what
announcing really
affected you to fall in love with Timbaland.
fall in love with Timbaland.
And your boy, what's your boy called?
Shahid Senga.
Shahid. You're in
Yes.
university. I mean,
No,
you're
we're in high
high
school.
school.
We're in high school at
Endelea.
that point. So we continue with high school.
How is it? Now you're in boarding.
Now I'm in boarding. No, I never struggled with boarding. My mind was already set that I am going to boarding in high school. It was already set.
Monalization?
I never went through. It was very little monalization for me. I remember one incident actually. I remember I was new. I was a Form 1. This Form 4 guy comes, says, "Open your box." I open my box, checks my Bata rubber shoes, wears them. So I was like, "Oh, these shoes fit me," and I never see those rubber shoes again.
For real?
For real. Me, I think I got it easy. There are guys who got it worse. There are guys who are washing clothes for other Form 4 people. And me, if a pair of rubber shoes gives me peace or earns me stripes on these streets, so be it.
So did you see the guy again?
All the time. I saw him wear my shoes all the time.
Yo.
All the time. What I knew is he will never come back to me again, and I am at peace. I just looked at that situation completely differently. I just went like, if anything happens to me, high chance I might talk to this guy. And I might say, that guy has done this to me, and true to his word, I was once sent to
Also, he became an ally.
So he became an ally out of just a pair of shoes. So for me, what happened was I was once colonized by this Form monolized by these Form 3s, where they said, Mono, come here, we'll give you something for you to drink. And then they poured some hot water, they put some hot cocoa, and put something that looked like sugar, stirred it, and gave it to me. The moment I took a sip, that was salt. Couldn't believe it. Luckily, he walked in. And he said, Mono! And I was like, my guy, thank God you're here. I'm just with these people. And then he just turned to them and they said, what are you guys doing to this guy? All that because of a pair of shoes. So that crew couldn't do anything to me anymore.
So he was a Form 4.
He was a Form 4.
Now the Form 3s, okay, I guess.
So the Form 3s now couldn't touch me because of him. Because of what? A pair of shoes. Was I playing sports? Nope.
So you didn't barefoot?
I wasn't. Yes. And so with that, I had earned my protection for that one. For Nini. For Form 1.
Yes.
Come Form 2 and 3, something interesting happens. In the high school I was in, we had a very strong journalism club. Right? And our journalism was very strong. On Mondays, they would do English journalism. On Friday, they would do Friday journalism, where someone would come and read news in front of the whole school on parade.
Nice.
I signed myself up for journalism.
Form 2 now?
No, when I entered Form 2, I signed myself up for journalism. Guess who are the people running this thing? John Moshiri, who was in Form 3, who was in Form 4 at that point. You know John Moshiri?
No.
He was a writer for Nation Media Group.
Oh.
He began his career at Insider, went to Nation Media Group, became a senior writer, entered into business. He now lives in the UK. Another guy was Chris Wangombe. Chris Wangombe is a reporter with Citizen TV right now. All these, Chris and John were in the same class, in Form 4. And so out of them, I joined. Moshiri used to do Swahili, Chris used to do English. And so I started doing both when I was in Form 2. So we would come up, write news and stuff, practice it in front of them, and then go and read news for the whole school. So that's how my performance was now being worked on and niched on. Being able to read something, to articulate something, to be able to highlight on emphasis on words, what to emphasize on, what not to emphasize on when you're reading, and boom.
And this was a boys' school, by the way.
This was a boys' school.
And did now this lead to drama festival and things like that?
Me, I did drama. Our school was not very strong on drama. Every time we got eliminated in the uko chini divisions, we never even passed district stage. Never. Me, I can't remember a time we went to the provincials. But I always participated in these things, even if we failed terribly.
Nice.
Yes. And so high school was like that, but now something happens and it's good I mentioned this one. So when you go to a high school like that, that means everyone in that school is as bright as you. So there are other brighter people, and there are other people who are not as bright as you. So guess what happens to me when I went to Mohoho? I became an average student again. Yes, because I went there, we had about 150 people. I used to be anything between 50 and 70. Because it's 3 streams. So when they populate everyone, you're an average guy. At first, that thing affected me. I remember in Form 1, it affected me. On Term 1, Term 2, Term 3, I said, what do I want to do with my life? Whoa. I know what I want to do. I want to do music. So anything that aligns with music will get my attention.
Okay. Form 2, Term 3.
No, Form 1,
Term 3.
Term 3.
Is when now you
I say
radar to compass.
I am making my mind now. I am going to do music.
Yo, that's heavy.
And it was divided into 3 parts. I said, I either become a music producer, I either become a radio presenter, or on the last option, I become an accountant because I'm good in math. Nshika. So those were the 3 options I gave myself when I was in high school. So
yes. You get that's deep. Ulikana, you sat down with yourself.
I sat down with myself and I analyzed, how is my life going on? I need to pick a position right now. Because I realized there were guys in school who are way brighter than me. There are guys I'm brighter than them. And I just realized, do I have this much work to put into effort into this thing? No. I'll just give it its bare minimum, do what needs to be done, but give attention what needs to get attention.
Okay, you're focused. You're so focused.
I never saw it like that. I never saw it like that.
Like you analyzed your life path.
I looked at that 1 year in high school and I went like, hey, this is what is going on here.
Let's go back to this value conversation.
Yes.
So who are you looking at Kenyan wise to say this is the guy I can see in those options?
That's a very, very good question. And I'm going to drop a name without thinking. Ted Josiah.
Oh.
At that point, the Kenyan scene is now bubbling. Kenyan scene is now bubbling. It's in that place where Kina Dij. Oh my God. Nazizi. They were in this group. Necessary Noise. Anything Ted Josiah was touching, I followed it like no one's business. They used to have a TV show where Dij was hosting, and that name is skipping my mind.
It's VPO.
It's VPO. Man, high quality production, had a nice vibe, good color, good camera angles, very nice lighting. Man.
And it was a music show.
Ted, if you're watching this, you don't know what you are doing in my life.
What?
Manze. So I'm there watching this. I'm there watching Warehouse.
Ooh.
On NTV.
Yep.
I'm not thinking I'm going to become a DJ, but I'm just watching. Look at these DJs, 5 DJs all playing at once. I'm not thinking I'm going to be a DJ. But I'm saying, wow, hey man, these guys are playing all at once.
Nice.
You know, and I'm there watching the industry. Guys like Akina Mr. Googs are there growing. I'm listening to all that whole era. Remember, now, during this high school era, I realized that because I'm getting saved, I got saved twice in high school. I decided I'm going to attend a few Christian gigs. And I remember I attended like 2 or 4 of them. 2 at Tintin. Remember, we are living in Thika. So that means I take a matatu, I come to Tintin at KICC. JC's Groove. Imeshika DJ Josh. Akina DJ Josh, Akina Badilika. Badilika DJ, Akina Kev. Menikit. And then I remember attending like 2 or 4 gigs at Nairobi Cinema. I remember DJ Soxy was mixing there. And DJ Jesus Neves, Jesus Night. And DJ Neves, they were mixing there. Kina Josh.
DJ Nevs.
Yes.
Hey, DJ Nevs uko wapi? Hey, I haven't seen that guy in a while. That's
Nevs
so
is the
deep.
producer now for Crossover 101. Yeah. You can bring him over. He produces now currently for that show. Remember, he used to
I'm
produce
selling
for
his
Sean
idea. You know, there's some guys in the industry. Me and
Yes.
Giuliani.
Yes.
DJ Nevs really helped us.
Man. So that's how I started entering Christian gigs. And so I would do Christian gigs, and then when we would close school, me and the boys would plan to go for a reggae night.
Hold on. When you're doing the Christian gigs and you're
Yes.
going there, you're going to dance.
No, I'm just going to dance. I'm just going to dance, meet some girls. I just hang out. When I'm going out to clubs, it will be the same thing. It will be just me and the boys who are planning. After we close school, we are going to club at that hotel in Thika.
Blue in Thika, yes.
Blue. It's coming.
Yes.
They used to have a disco there.
Yes.
And Vibestar. So it's one of those two. So we'd go discos there. Once in a while, we'd go to Nyanza House.
Oh,
Nyanza. Oh, no, sorry. And it was a reggae
I was
club.
like, bro, Nyanza.
It was a reggae club. So I was mixing gospel gigs and secular gigs, just going and attending and just dancing and avoiding alcohol. And guess what would happen? When I would tell my mom I'm going, my mom would say, come here. Lay my hands on me, say, God, watch over this kid. Go. And let me tell you some funny stories. I had countless chances to sleep with women when I was in high school. They never materialized. And I remember some of my boys telling me, hey, budo umelalia maskio. Yani like umelalia maskio aje. Even me, I would wonder. Now, in retrospect, it's that prayer. It is that prayer. I would tell my mom, I'm going here. My mom would say, hands on you. 5-second prayer, go.
You know, that your story is
Mean.
Your mom is at this time. Well, I'm coming back to music, but I'm trying to figure this out.
Yes.
Your mom is saved proper.
Saved proper.
You're now entering, you're in teenagehood proper.
In fact, in teenagehood, this is what my mom told me. My mom told me, I don't have a problem with you having female friends. By all means, have female friends. But I want to differentiate. And this is what I mean. If you like a girl, I will meet the girl inside the house. If you don't like a girl, meet the girl outside of the house.
Whoa.
So that I don't fall in love with the wrong girl. So that I don't like a girl that you don't like. So that I can know this is the girl you like. And so in our house, we would meet at, if I'm meeting these chicks and I'm not sure where this thing is going, we'd meet at the staircase outside our house.
That is so deep.
And so my mom would come and find me with this girl outside, and my mom would, I would know this is what is going on. It's just a girl, my son is not sure who he is, and life goes on.
Bro.
And so I never brought a girl inside the house because I wasn't sure.
Do you understand? I'm going to keep asking you this question. The gem of a mother that you have.
Man, that is a huge
like
blessing,
that's the
bro,
conversations that you were having.
Those are the conversations you were having with my mom.
You know, I interviewed Muredhi Wanjiru, Pastor M,
Yes.
of Mavuno Church, senior
Yes.
pastor, and he talks about the stages of life.
Yes.
When you're raising a child.
Yes.
And he says from 0 to, let's say, preteen.
Yes.
You're God to that
Yes.
parent.
Mm-hmm.
But then from now from like preteen to pre-adult,
Yes.
you should be their friend.
Yes.
They should be able to come and have conversations
Yes.
with you. Because now they have a lot more freedom. And
Now they have a lot more freedom.
you want them to be the friend to talk. So your mom could have, you and your mom had a secret code on Chiles.
We had.
But that's what it is.
By the way.
It's a secret code.
But I had not even seen it like that. Wow. So anytime I would hang out with the chicks from my neighborhood or chicks from other hoods, and even me in my mind, she was like, if you like a girl, you can go to their house. If you don't, meet them outside.
But you see, it even made you think.
It made
where
me
am I going
wait,
with this mom?
Where am I going with
Because
this
I'm going to
mama?
introduce her to my mom.
There you go. And so when my mom would leave from work, find me outside hanging out with some boys or with some girls, my mom knew these people outside. He's not sure. He's not sure.
Yo. So you never brought one inside?
I never brought a chico. The only chick I brought home was my wife.
You are joking.
I am not kidding you.
We're getting at this story so deep.
This story is crazy.
It's deep. So when you brought her your mom or something, anyway, we'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
This story is so deep. Okay, so
yes.
again,
yes.
Let's go back to this time when you're club hopping.
Yes.
You've talked about gospel.
Yes.
Are you listening? Who's in the scene?